Hi Taurus, welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So today we're going to be looking at your overall energy. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended and personal reading with me, okay? How are you guys doing, Taurus? Alright, so this is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? What is happening? What is going on? What you don't see coming, Princess of Swords, the Star, and also the Five of Pentacles. You healing, someone's stalking you. Okay. You know, in your overall energy, you have the Nine of Swords. In your overall challenges, you have the Seven of Cups. I feel that you're in this energy where you are feeling very, very mentally entrapped, where you're all in your head when it comes to something. And a lot of that has a lot to do with, one, the confusion, the uncertainty, and also at the same time, clinging on to hopes and expectations about what this could be. Okay? We're going to clarify later. Now, in the past, you have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. From this person's side, they have the Eight of Swords and also the Seven of Pentacles. I wasn't expecting this, like... Okay, I feel that in the past you were very cold towards somebody because I feel that there is a certain standard, a certain boundaries here that you were setting for yourself, and it has to be a certain type of way. You're open to working together with them, but they also need to be meeting you halfway. Now, this person, they were stressed out, Taurus, and they're stressed out because you suddenly turned very, very cold on them. Now, instead of talking it out with you, trying to make it work with you, they have this belief that, oh, this is just a phase. At some point, Taurus is going to change back to, you know, who they were before, who is very accommodating for me, who is going to be willing to work things on me. They didn't know that you actually, the standards, the boundaries that you were trying to set in the past was something that is real, something that is true. Now, in the present moment, this person has the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups. From your side, you have the Devil in reverse and also the Seven of Wands. The moment where you're getting yourself away from the devil's grip is the moment where this person come like running back to you with the Knight of Wands, with a very impulsive type of energy. But with the Four of Cups, I feel that it's going to be a very low emotional risk kind of thing. So it could be a simple hi. It could be a simple, if you live together, it could be a simple icebreaker. Something like that, but it's not going to lead, or it's not going to be something where they're coming to you being very emotionally opened to anything. And I feel that you recognize that because you have the Seven of Wands. A part of you is like, why? Like, why are you doing this? I don't really trust you at this present moment. I just want to hide away from you. Now, in the future, this person has the Hierophant and the Five of Wands. From your side, you have the Two of Pentacles and you have the King of Pentacles. It feels to me like this is the case where you have two people who actually want something good, but the way that they see that or the way that they do it is very different. So in a way, I feel that both of you want to be together. You want to have a long-term, stable, and happy relationship together. But the definition of a long-term, happy, stable relationship between them and you is entirely different. And that is why we see this tug of war happening all the time. Your definition of, let's say, for instance, commitment is very different than theirs. Your definition of, let's say, boundaries when it comes to family members that can interfere in this connection is very different than theirs. Your definition of boundaries when it comes to the opposite sex is very different than theirs. And these little things of incompatibility is what I think has been eating up these connections alive. Okay, so now let's start clarifying your reading here, Taurus. I want to clarify the Knight of Wands and the Devil in reverse. Okay, let's see the Devil in reverse. So I feel that you are very much focused on so your BS meter, your intuition has been screaming to you very loudly. In the past, in the now, but there is a part of you who's not willing to agree nor listen to it. Instead, you're focusing on things that are pentacle. You're focusing on, okay, you know what? Let's put more work in. Let's put more focus into our work. Let's put more focus into me decluttering my house. Let's put more focus on me fixing my routine, let's say, for instance. But there's something that your intuition wants you to know, but you're scared of accessing that. Knight of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and also the Four of Wands. Like I said, they believe that it was just a phase in the past, right? Like where you setting out boundaries, like eventually Taurus is going to be okay. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for the fire to cool down and I'm going to try again. And they're going to try again. If it's not happening now, it's probably going to happen like really, really soon. And they're very confident about it. The thing about this is that they're very confident. Okay. I just want to have a great time with you, Taurus. I just want to ask you on a date. I just want to go on a trip with you. I just want to do the stuff that we used to love doing. I just want to watch this together with you. Something like that, okay? But it's very, in emotional sense, it's a very low risk kind of thing where they know full well that if they do this, it might not be rejected, okay? Okay, let's clarify the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands. There might be somebody new coming into your life. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you can't trust it. You don't really trust this person, or a fire sign actually. You can't really open yourself up here. You're not ready yet. Okay, let's clarify. Ooh. Wow. Let's see the Seven of Wands. Oh, they're hurt too. You're not the only person who's in pain here, Taurus. They're hurt too. So you, Seven of Wands, clarified by the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, and also the Seven of Wands. I feel that you are in this energy where you're like, I'm just going to be surrounded with people who cares about me, who loves about me. And if you can't bring anything that is happy or any type of added value in my life, just go the hell away. I don't trust you. You're very defensive. You're scared for them to hurt you again. While also at the same time, when it comes to dealing with this person, you're also in this energy of like, it has to be the Ten of Cups that I want. It has to be a relationship that is going to be emotionally fulfilling for me. If not, then I also don't want that. It's like, yeah, you care, if you're in no contact, you miss them, but also at the same time when they're there, they're like, go away. You know what I mean? So that's a very interesting energy. From their side, Four of Cups clarified by the Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and also the Ten of Swords. Dude. Your rejection hits them hard. To a point where they're spiraling. I feel that this person might self-isolate or went into a total collapse and depressed. And I'm not saying this so that you sympathize. No. I'm just a reader, okay? I'm just telling you the energy. And you're in their mind all night or day. This cut them deep here. Okay, let's clarify the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the thing. See, like when we're so used to being in a connection that is up and down, that makes us feel anxious and not so good about ourselves. When life starts to turn around for the better, our brain, our nerve system is not familiar with that still, and it craves the old thing. Like, as crazy as it sounds, one of the reasons why people always are in an unhealthy relationship, even after unhealthy relationship after unhealthy relationship, is because your nerve system is actually dictating who you're going to be attracted to. There's a certain, like, okay, I'm used to a relationship that is going to be triggering my what? Fear of abandonment. And you would subconsciously choose people who would trigger that fear of abandonment of yours, or who would literally abandon you so that it could confirm your core belief about you are always going to be abandoned. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel that eventually in the future, things are going to grow great with you in your life. You know, you would see things starts to align. You would see universe blessings like crazy. You would start noticing your power, your value. Everything is going to go great in your life. And yet again, because it's not a familiar territory for you, your body doesn't recognize that as being safe yet. So it craves something that it feels familiar with. And that's when I see you like, let me ruminate on that relationship again. That makes me very, very anxious. Let me, you know, clarify the Five of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Especially Taurus, this person is going to then start wanting to seek justice, but not in a petty way. I don't see this as being like, oh, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. No, I don't see that as being that kind of like energy, but more so in the energy where they just wants to be at peace with you, have a really open communication with you so that things can go on an even scale again. So things can be restored back to balance. You would probably see this as an intrusion though. Like, why? I've been creating so much inner peace, and why is this happening to me again? It's going to activate your heart chakra because, again, like, you have feelings for this person a lot. It's a deep one. Six of Cups is like your soul recognizes theirs. There's like a lot of histories there. There's a lot of bond there. And it isn't just something that you could just, I'm done. Like, you can't do that with these type of energy. So yeah, I see you eventually just be focusing on yourself, but still kind of like getting pulled, especially since this person would like to have a conversation with you that is intentionally, their intention is to restore the balance of the relationship. Okay. Let's pull some advice deck for you here, Taurus. If you ever leave me, baby. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Leave some morphine at my door. Okay, so your advice, you have the Six of Wands, the Three of Swords, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles. You know, the things that has happened, you know, the painful thing that has happened. It's already happening in the past. And I'm not trying to minimize the impact that it has on you. Okay? These things stings. These things will leave a scar. It will leave a trauma, okay, that you need to be releasing. But to ruminate on that, to keep on replaying memories that are painful, to have it all always stuck in your head is not the way to go. How do we go about it every time you think of that painful memory? You switch back, like, why am I ruminating about this? It's not important for me. My inner peace is more important than me thinking about this, right? Because once you start healing and once you start rewiring your nerve system to think more positively and not really ruminate on the things that has been hurting and all that, you would see good things happening your way. Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, you're going to be seen, you're going to be appreciated, you're going to be celebrated by people. That's one. And the second one with the Ace of Pentacles, there's going to be like a new opportunity coming in your door once that starts happening, once you start rewiring your nerve system into something that is much more positive, okay? So I think that is it for reading for you here, Taurus. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I'll see you on the next time, okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.